Alright, so here's what we've talked about thus far. The first principle we learned was in order to keep our opponent off base, it's easiest to go in the direction they're already going. Okay? That was the first layer. Now the second layer was we need to, as we're going in the direction they're going, then we need to stop a part of their body from following. But how we make this even better for defense is we get specific about which part of their body to stop. Alright guys, this is the fourth video in our series, and this is going to conclude this particular series. And this is all about the basic principles of Jiu-jitsu. In our first video, we talked about going with our opponent. In order to maximize the amount of time that our techniques work, whether they be offensive techniques or defensive techniques, we need to go in the direction our opponent is going. If we can do that, we can get our opponent off base and keep him off base. Get ahead and stay ahead. In our second video, we made an addition, and that addition was not only do we have to go with our opponents, but we need to stop some part of their body. And that's when the third video, which was the last video, and then the fourth video comes in, which is this one. The third video was about how this applies to offense, okay? Which part of our opponent's body are we stopping? Well, what we found out from the last video is that we stop the part of our opponent's body closest to the direction they're going. Now defensively, this is going to be a little bit different. Defense is a little harder to do, which I'm sure you've experienced, and it's a little harder to see. So we're going to take our time, and we're going to look at 3 different examples of this principle. And what you're going to see is, independent of where we're playing defense, the principle is exactly the same. So we're going to start on our feet, and we have our defensive wrestler here stopping an outside single. Let's see how he does it. Alright, let's go back. So one of the most important things that we can ascertain whenever we're breaking down videos is to understand which direction our opponents are going in. So we're going to see the gentleman in the black clothes. He is going to go around and down. Now, what we see from our gentleman in the yellow t-shirt is he does that same exact thing, but he stops a part of his opponent's body. So what does he stop? Well, it's pretty obvious right there, right? He's stopping through the use of a whizzer. He's stopping his opponent's torso from following the direction that he's going. Now, what would be even better if he could would be to get in front of his opponent's arm, but that's not possible in this situation. So what you're going to see is he's going to continue moving that direction around and down, but he stopped his opponent from following him. So what he's doing is he's stopping a part of the body opposite to the direction he's traveling. So as close a part of the body that he can get to, opposite of the direction he's going, he's just stopping his opponent from following him. And he's getting dominant position. Let's take another look. That's an even better angle. Now we're going to see one of Marcelo Garcia's students do the exact same thing, but this time it's in a side escape. So we've looked at a takedown. Now we're going to see the same exact principle applied against a side control. So let's start watching. Alright, now hold on. Do you remember the principle? He needs to stop a part of the body opposite of the direction he's going to go. So let's look and see which direction he's going to go. Alright, so what did he just do? Let's back that up. Okay. He is going to go up, right? And then he's also going to go back. Up and back. Now, what did he stop? Well, he stopped to whatever he could reach, and this time it happened to be his opponent's wrist. And when he did that, it is going to make space for him to recover guard. And there's that space, and he's able to roll into his guard, push away, and get into a butterfly. Tell you what, let's look at that one more time. It's so important you understand this principle. He needs to stop a part of the body, of his opponent's body, from following him. Okay, well, which direction is he going to go? He's going to go up and then back towards his opponent. He's going to go back that way. What's he doing? Okay, he's stopping this. He's stopping that from following him. And in doing so, he's making space to get back into the guard. And guys, this not only applies to this escape or to that takedown, takedown defense, it applies to every takedown defense. It applies to every escape from any inferior position. This isn't anything new. This is just a simpler way of understanding it. All right, so now let's continue. In our last video, we showed Ronda Rousey's armbar, which is a judo-style armbar, getting it from the turtle position. And so this is Jimmy Pedro and Travis Stevens, and they are demonstrating a way to escape it. So you're going to see the same exact principle in play. Let's take a look. Here is where it gets interesting. Pay attention to this. He's going to go with his opponent. His opponent's going to roll, so he's going to go with it, but he's going to stop a part of his opponent's body from following. He's going to stop a part of his opponent's body opposite to the direction they're both going. What is it? There it is. Did you see that? What did he do? He hooked that leg right there. Let's do that a little better. He hooked it right there. And then what happens when he does that? He's able to continue that roll, but now he's out of danger. And he's able to get into a dominant top half guard position. Let's take another look at that. So this is the important part right here. He knows he's going to get rolled, but what does he do? He uses the principle. He stops a part of his opponent's body from following. Got it? The part opposite to the direction he's going to go. And then let's speed it up. He goes with it, but he stops that leg. And he's out of danger. Guys, I cannot tell you how important these principles are to your practice. Once you understand the principles, you can stop collecting technique after technique after technique. You will understand what makes offense work, what makes defense work, what makes jiu-jitsu work, so that you can make your jiu-jitsu work. So thanks so much for tuning into this 4-part video series. And if you found these videos useful, please like and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to have a lot more cool videos for you. And for more free lessons, I'm going to write some cool articles, and I'll put up some more videos. Check me out at movementmartialarts.com, and I've got some exclusive content if you'll sign up for my newsletter. Thanks so much, guys. Oos.